We all loved skateboarding as a kid, right? If you clicked on this video, I'm sure that as a kid you all had a skateboard and a ton of knocks and bruises from trying to
do a kickflip! Yo, do a kickflip! Do a kickflip!
that came with it. You also probably own the best-selling skateboarding game of all time, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Well, it's official now that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the modernised remake and remaster of the classic skating games, has become the fastest game to reach 1 million units sold through in franchise history. You all think it's pretty good, and we're inclined to agree. So for those who haven't dived in yet, here's the top 10 things you need to know about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 before playing. Number 1. Remake and Remaster. The new game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, is not just a modernised game stealing off the nostalgic coattails of yesteryear pretending to be something it's not. Oh no. It is a complete and utter remake. It has been rebuilt from the ground up. The game is exactly how you remember it. All the levels are exactly the same, they just have a modern lick of paint. So yes, Warehouse, Score 2, Hangar, Downhill Jam, they're all there, and I can guarantee you that they will bring back memories of childhood. It's the same game. I cannot stress this enough. It's the exact same game, and it is still so good. Number 2. Music. The music is also exactly the same as you remember it. All the music that was in the original games is present. So you hear classic tracks from bands such as Papa Roach, Rage Against the Machine, Anthrax, Dead Kennedys, Suicidal Tendencies, and many, many more. Plus, it has a slight modern twist to it with modern music from artists such as Skepta and Machine Gun Kelly. I would play some right now, but, you know, copyright strikes. Number 3. Gameplay. The gameplay is very simple and pick up and play as if it was yesterday. Stages are broken up into 2-minute rounds where you have to complete different tasks per level, such as collect hall passes or collect NYC subway cards, hit a higher combo, hit a high score, or the famous collect skate and find a secret tape. Nothing new to remember, nothing new to learn, just simply pick up and play as if it was yesterday. Number 4. Muscle memory. For all the older players out there, muscle memory is a big one here, and nothing much has changed, if at all. I will say that it did take a while for me to get going again, as I weren't used to keep changing the camera. I did keep falling off the board, but once I got used to it, I was performing 900s in no time. I've spoken to a few friends who have played this too, and they, like me, remember the buttons for the 900. It's crazy how it all just keeps coming flooding back. Number 5. It is addictive. I don't know about you, but I find this so addictive. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is a breath of fresh air compared to modern gaming. I found myself not chasing a trophy or wanting to get to the next level as quickly as possible, or even wanting to go online. All I wanted to do was get that secret tape, get that last letter, or what was usually the case, get that extra high score. Just one more go became a very repetitive saying whilst playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. It's just how games used to be. Fun. Number 6. Online multiplayer. There's currently 2 playlists on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. The first is Jams, which is a casual competitive experience where the top 4 skaters win. Second is competitive mode. This is a much more serious game mode as there is only one winner. In both modes, you are pitted up against 6 other skaters and you compete in a variety of game modes. You can play in Score Challenge, which is a challenge to a predetermined score, Combo Challenge, where the skater with the highest combo wins, Trick Attack is the highest score at the end of a session, Graffiti Mode, where players can tag objects in a park by completing combos, and the most tags is the winner. And Tag, which is basically it. The person who is it, the least is the winner. And there is the classic Horse Mode, where players challenge one another for the highest combo score, earn a letter if you lose a round. First person to collect horse loses. However, this awesome game mode is only available for local multiplayer. Boo! Number 7. Customization. There is a ton of customization in this game, from changing what your character wears on his head, to what he wears on his feet, to what he wears on his back, to what he wears on his legs, to his board, to his trucks, to his wheels, literally everything. You can even change how worn the bottom of the board is. However you play, you can make it your own, and that I find especially cool. No other skater will be just like yours, as there's so much to change and customize. At the end of each 2-minute round, you get some money, which you can then use to purchase clothes or boards. It really adds up, and you can make your own skater yourself. Number 8. Modernisation. There's been some subtle changes to modernise the game. Firstly, your character has some voice quirks if you land a great combo. For example, they'll go woohoo! There's some cool animations that your character has when they land a trick or when they're balancing on a rail. There's a slight camera or controller shake when you come down out of the air, which I thought was rather cool. Number 9. Creator Park returns. You can create crazy skate parks and upload them for others to play. Creator Park was legendary in the original game, and this is an amazing version in the new one. What will you come up with? It'll be interesting to see what people can come up with. Number 10. Jack Black is in the game. To tie up, I thought I'd reveal something pretty cool about the game. That Officer Dick, the classic character, is back, and he's played by none other than Jack Black. And Jack Black also did this for free.
I had no idea that I was going to be so radical in the game. And when they said, hey, do you want to play a character in the game? I was like, hell yeah. And they're like, okay, well, we can pay you. And I was like, nah, stop. I don't want you to pay me nothing. I'm doing it for free. Love Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Love Tony Hawk.
Jack Black is no stranger to gaming. He even has his own channel, so it's no surprise it did this cool little quirk to have in the game too. It wouldn't be a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game without some Easter eggs, and there are definitely some in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. For example, there are the COVID-19 references. Head to the facial hair section of the Creator Skater and scroll to the bottom, and there is an option to put on a face mask. There is also references to staying safe and thanking workers for working at home during these tough times in school too. And in New York, there is video advertisements promoting wearing masks and social distancing. There is even a banner being flown on Venice Beach promoting mask wearing. Stay safe and skate! One other Easter egg that we especially liked was the VHS tapes on Find the Secret Tape. They all say Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, with the release date of the first game, which was 31st of August 1999, and the release date of the last game, which was 29th of September 2015. Oh, and look what happens when you delete a skater. Did we miss anything? Let us know via the comments below.